Thank you for stopping by, guys, and welcome to RimWorld. For those who may have been on the channel for quite some time, you may know of this game. I did do a series on it a long time ago, but since the game was in constant updates for that time, there was a lot of times that my load or my save file would be corrupted because of a new update, so I did end the series there. But I did say I want to get back to it, so here we are. This is kind of a top-down survival game. You'll get to see more of it when we get into it. But I do really enjoy this game, and I do love to play it. So let's actually just start getting into it as I'll talk about it. Now we're going to start with the basic crash landed. This gives us 3 survivors, some prep material, and the story for this is the 3 of you wake from your cryosleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later you land on an unknown RimWorld, and from there you have to survive and colonize to try and make the best of your situation. Now we're going to go with some challenge, and we're going to click with Chillax, which is my favorite. These AI storytellers kind of change how your story is done. This one progressively increases difficulty. This one has difficult disasters with some time to relax in between them. This one is just completely fucking random. And then you can choose your difficulty: peaceful, base builder, some challenge, rough, insane, or no, intense, extreme. You can turn on permadeath, which none of those we are going to go with. Now, globe coverage 100, I am going to have to cut away because it is going to take fucking ever to load. And set up all the things how I normally do it. So let's generate. Now, while this is loading, I am going to talk real quick. I do really love this game. I do really start to get into a lot of the characters, and I do start to get emotionally attached to some of the characters. And this game is not afraid to kill off everyone if it feels like it. So if this series is a really long one, it might be a really long one, or we might end up dying rather quickly and have to restart the series. So I do really enjoy this game. I do really love it, and I have played a little bit on my own time, but I would never say I've gotten good at it. So if you do want to see more of the series, do enjoy the series, please let me know. I will do more of it. I do love this game. But we're going to go ahead and cut away because this is going to take ages to generate, because I did do a 100% map, 100% globe, so that is going to take a while. So we'll be back when it is ready to go. Alright, and here we are back at the map. Now here's where you get to set up where your colony is going to come about. Depending on where you put it, you have to worry about your geography, considering where allies and enemies are. You also have to consider where resources are. If you're in the mountains, are you near roads? And all the different things that you can worry about there. Growing periods, rainfall. Like here, we don't have a full year growing period. We have a 50-day growing period if you look to our left. And I want to get somewhere where we have a year round. So right about here, in this line right around here, we'll get a full year. I don't want to end up in the sands, so I do want to get somewhere where it's green and vegetated. Right around here looks nice. Now the only problem is these yellow TPs will be enemy factions. If we look here, we can see what our relationship will be starting off. So we have 2 pirate factions, 1 faction that just hates us, and 2 that like us, which is usually how things actually start out. Now if we go over here, we will actually have a few more places to get trade and stuff, so that might be nice actually. However, those orange or those yellow guys are a bit close for my liking. So actually, if we go somewhere around here, would be nice. Flat terrain, honestly I do like to go in the mountains, but I might go for flat terrain for this playthrough. Year round. So now this is tropical rainforest, temperate forest. Let's go right about here. Year round growing, good temperatures all year round. Honestly, I do kind of want to have a winter season, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to go somewhere that's going to be nice all year round. And now we're going to have some colonies nearby, which we can easily trade with. When we get into that, we got some water nearby, and I think this is going to be our home. Now let's go into advance and actually get some larger playing areas. Now this will impact our frame rate notably. I do know this. let's actually just go large. Hopefully that won't increase our frame rate too much. And now we are ready to select our survivors. So right off the bat, this person looks quite well. Age 80 or 68, sorry. I'm not too fond of that. Let's just hit random a few times, see what we get here. Good construction, good growing. Age 45. Incapable of dumb labor, violence, and intellectual. Chemical fascination, and steadfast. That's good. Good shooting, okay cooking, incapable of nothing. Believe the human body is limited for a reason. To him, bionic body parts are unethical. Careful shooter. Steadfast. So those are all good. Animals, medicine, that's great. And pretty good at everything else. Pyromaniac. These are fun in the sense of they like to just go on fucking rampages and lighting shit on fire. Happy trigger. Phil just likes pulling the trigger. He shoots faster than others, but less accurate. We'll give you a fucking machine gun. So now that we've got our 3 guys that we're going to start out with, let's begin our little journey here. Generating the map is going to take a bit because we did go with a larger map. That is something to keep in mind. Now getting into this, I'm not sure how I want to start this because we are going to be in a flat area. We should have a decent amount of trees. And in the many playthroughs I've had, the 3 of you wait for your cryo sleep. We've already read all this. And here we come in our escape pods and the adventure begins. We do have a pet, Xavier. So as we start, we have to get the resources that come down with our ship and get everything sorted. Now, characters. You are incapable of violence, so we can't give you a gun anyway. You are a happy trigger, you will get the pistol. You are a sharpshooter, you will get our bolt action. And let's start collecting some resources. Now it is nice to have a stone road going through our area. I might make a town actually around that. The first thing we need to do is we actually need to start chopping trees. Now, I do know my way around the menus, so I'm not really going to talk on that. And we can't get that because it's not grown. I'm not sure how I want to do these episodes. I do kind of want to do these as full, like 30-minute episodes, but at the same time, I do want to chop some of the stuff out because it's not always the most entertaining things ever. The first things we need to do is we actually need to get a barracks set up so we have some place to sleep, as well as start getting our workstation set up. So let's start with a barracks, get some walls. Door, floors, throw down some wooden floors, and the rain's already starting to catch in, so it's nice to get a roof over our heads here soon. 3 beds. Let's get some basic torch lamps down. A spot for our dog. And that's all we can really do right now. A table will also be nice in here so that our... I don't know what we call these. Eventually they will actually ask us to name our village and all that once we get enough played. Our occupants, let's say for now. Eventually we will actually give them a proper name. If you have any suggestions for a proper name for these guys, please let me know in the comments down below, because it will ask me eventually. So now here in a sec, they will put a roof on this, so we actually will have a dry place to sleep. For now, it is without a roof. Okay, another thing we need to do is we need to get a structure set up to actually store all of our goods, like a warehouse. Let's get floors and stuff down in this. Oh, we got a fucking cougar roaming around. That's just great. And zones, areas, stockpile zone. So this is where we'll put all of our resources that we collect so that it's easily accessible, tradable, and everything else. So now this is all fine and dandy. Next thing we need to do is we need to actually... I see some simple meals out here, packaged survival meals. Unforbid those. We need actually a cooking station, so that will be our next thing we're going to put down here. This is going to be kind of our workshop. Our general workshop needs to be decently big in here. Floors. Let's see. Production. We need production. We need a butcher's table so we can actually chop meat. Now it's saying it's outside because we don't have the walls and stuff up. Cooking station. Sculptor's table, which will be helpful once we actually get some stone and stuff. We can actually start building stone items. And a research table, which is what we're going to put in there for now. We'll worry about everything else later, but for now we sleep. Need warm clothes. Oh, it's starting to get pretty cold out. It's 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Shit. So we will have to worry about heaters and stuff here soon. I'm not sure which season it started us in, but apparently it is quite cold, whichever one it started us in. Now luckily we do have some steel, so we can actually start getting electrical up here soon. That is, now we need, come on, please build that wall. Can someone build that wall, please? Now they are chopping down these trees so we can get some more wood. There we go, we got the wall down, they're putting the roof down. So that now we will have a comfortable place to sleep. Now they're starting to build the workshop. And soon we'll have also our storage to do. Alright. Starting to get all the basics done. This is kind of the basics to get everything going. Butcher table, just butcher creatures. So we can get meat. Cook. Fine meal. Yes, I realize we don't have anyone. Cook until we have 10. Sounds fine. Cook simple meal. Do until we have... Ah, crap. Simple meal. Do until we have 20. So we have some laying around. Stonecutter's table. Make any stone forever. Okay, we've got our basic buildings going, so while they're doing that, let us actually start assigning work. Firefighter, of course. Patient. Doctor. Do we have anyone else that's halfway decent at doctor? No, we don't. Bed rest. I do like to have my people set up to bed rest. Warden, Handler, 5. Cook, are you good cook? You're our best cook, so you're going to be our cook. 8, 2, you're also going to be a hunter. You're going to be our constructor, our grower. Any of you construct? No, you can't. Miner, plant cutter. Smith, Tailor, Crafter, Art, I guess you're gonna be an artist too, and our researcher. Holy shit, you've got a lot of jobs. Are you good? Fuck. Oh, you're not that bad. You're 5 out of 7. You could be our researcher. There we go. So now we've got our stockpile covered. We've got our workstation covered. Let's actually get some lights in there. Get another torch in here so it's nice and lit. Get some torches in here so we can actually see what we're doing when we're working. And that seems to be the basis of our colony ready, actually. So that is kind of our basics done. I do want to try and get some actual progress made, though. So actually, let us get some zones and areas. Let's get a growing zone out over here in the middle of nowhere. And let's set this to rice, because rice has a faster growing session than potatoes. Let's actually get some potatoes as well. Just a plot of potatoes. That'll be good once we get some stuff growing. Then we have some food production. We can make some simple meals out of rice and potatoes. They're not the best, but they will do for now. So everything is going fine and dandy at the moment. Nothing bad has happened, at least. So as everyone sleeps, let's see what we can do. I do want to get some power here soon because I expect heating and cooling to be an issue. I do need to get a refrigerator for our little thing that we got over here. Now I do like to go a bit expensive with my refrigerator. I do like to do some sterile tiles and stuff. But I guess I could just do a cold room. That would work too, technically. Need defenses. Let's actually get up some defenses here. Security. The sandbags. Deconstruct that one. We don't need that one. And let's actually put some defenses over here as well. Oh. So now these little like boxes that we have, we'll simply just put our gun holders in if anything ever attacks. They're very ugly. Sandbags and stuff are very ugly. People don't like them. So in this, you have to balance moods and all kinds of other stuff to make your colonists happy, feel safe, protected, well fed. And it's actually quite fun, quite in depth at some times, and quite unforgiving at others. So that is something to keep in mind. Now, later on, I would actually like to get a wall across here to kind of give us some defensive protection over this area. I do plan on just keeping the roads open. So yeah, that was quite a good start. But I do want to actually get a few more things done before I end out the episode. Or I might just end the episode here and do some of that stuff off screen, if that is how you guys would like these kind of episodes. So in all honesty, I am actually, yeah, I think I'm going to end out the episode here. I did get some stuff done. We did get our basis done. The basics are ready. Everything's good. We're starting to get food planted. We've got a basic barracks ready, storage, and our base of operations set up for production. I would like you to focus on cooking. Who is my cook? Alid. Let's get you. You can't butcher because not. What materials do you need here? You got fuel. You don't have anything to cook, so we'll have to do some hunting. Alright. Yes, the visitors! I was gonna end the episode, but I guess not. Wait, who's got a husband? I guess technically the only guy here. So let's actually see what these traders have for us, and then we'll end out the episode. I think this is a good place to stop. Pump shotgun's gonna be expensive. Cloth t-shirt we don't care about. components would be okay for us. We do want medicine. We don't have much to really sell. I don't think we're really going to trade anything. We want to keep all our medicine. They have a few, but it's not anything major at the moment. Their shotgun looks nice, but it's really expensive. So unfortunately, we're not going to actually buy anything from them right now. So I am going to end out the episode. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like. If you have suggestions for future episodes, please leave them in the comments down below. Enjoy the channel, enjoy what I'm doing, please subscribe, it helps a lot. And if you do want to help the channel out right now, shares help the channel the most. So if you do enjoy this episode, please share it with a friend. Thanks for stopping by, thanks for sticking around, and until next time, peace.